can't feel everything that you want on a small canvas. That's definitely what attracted me to like graffiti. When I was younger, I used to see graffiti artists and they would just like move the entire body with the can, and then just like, it was like almost like a performance piece that they were doing.
The first time that I took a tag with a spray can in front of some guys, I misspelled my name. I forgot the letter I. I was so nervous. I was doing it bold and fast, and oh my goodness, I misspelled my own name. I go by the name of Lady Pink. I'm an artist from New York City. I started out as a graffiti artist back in the late 70s, and I painted on the subways in the early 80s. I'm an exhibit artist. I do fine art. I paint murals, I work with teenagers, I do commission works. What inspired me to start graffiti at the age of 15 was everything that is important to a 15-year-old. Having fun with your friends, going out for kicks and giggles, and most important, being cool. Being down with the popular crowd and running shit in school. So by 16, I was royalty in school. You know, I'd snap my fingers, I'd get a chair, I'd snap my fingers, some toy would go get me lunch down at the counters, and you know, like that, we had it going on. It was a whirlwind of activity and nightclubs, and one weekend I'm painting trains, another weekend I'm all dolled up in a nightclub, and they're just giving me all the free booze and drugs that I could possibly want, and I'm still a teenager. It sort of put me in a role of being a hip-hop pioneer. You know, at first hip-hop started, it was like all party, fun, and then a little later on, it got a little heavy for women, and we kind of lost our dignity there and being considered just, you know, whores and nothing more than just arm candy. And it is difficult to hold your head up with dignity and to be part of that movement or be part of that scene. The difference between graffiti writers and straight up street art is the community. It's the spray paint and our bizarre obsession with lettering and style and studying lettering and mastering that, and then having the kind of can control that can pull it off. And all of that takes a lot of practice and a lot of studying.
I like to work hands-on. I notice a lot with, even with my graphic design work. A lot of my work is like influenced by graffiti. If it's not sketching something out, I'm like cutting paper or like mixing colors and like even at times like painting things. So I can get like a certain style. So that's like something definitely that like I brought in from like the graph world. So hard, raw materials and stuff like that. Right now I'm studying graphic design at University of Hartford Art School. I'm from Hartford, so literally 10-15 minutes away from the school. I went to an art school, high school art school, and basically I would always like sketch. That was like a thing that I would do all the time. A couple friends of mine, they noticed, they were like, oh, you should totally do graffiti, like the stuff that you do would definitely be cool on the wall. One day they invited me to go paint because it was like 4 of them that were going out whatever to the flood tunnels, and it was just like a crazy experience. Just the process of getting there, like it's the whole trip. Like you have to like wear like sneakers. You can't just walk around in flip-flops and stuff like that. I didn't even know that. Mind you, I had flip-flops on that day. It was like mud all over my toes and everything.
You can't go out there alone. You need somebody that can, you know, possibly call an ambulance for you if something goes wrong, or, you know, it's just crazy dangerous out at night by yourself.
There was times where like I would go out with like 3 to 4 other people, and we would all look out for each other. I saw them like as brothers, and they were very attentive and careful with me. One of my close friends, she came over and like she was like egging me on. She's like, I really want to go see you paint. We started walking around the train tracks. I was like standing behind her, like looking out for her basically. We noticed that there was a security car driving by, and I was like, wait, what's that? We started running, and then I like jetted, and she was way behind me, and I was like, fuck, she's gonna get caught, like we need to like go. I dodged behind trees and bushes, and like she almost fell actually.
You have to be careful, you have to know people, you have to be well connected. You know, there was always doubt out there that I was actually painting my own work and the guys were doing it for me. So I ended up having to go paint with the black dudes in the Bronx, the white dudes in deep Queens, and Spanish dudes in Brooklyn. I recall doing a photo shoot with Martha Cooper, and she's a small woman just like me. And we went with a couple of guys that we didn't really trust very well. And after a while, I was pretty sure that those guys were going to rob Martha Cooper for all her photo equipment, expensive cameras and big bags full of thousands of dollars worth of goodies. And who was there to protect her? Me? No. So we excused ourselves and said we were going to go down the other end of the train yard and tinkle, and we never came back.
Graffiti is art around you, everywhere, where it's not supposed to be, and where it is supposed to be. Because who's to say where it's not supposed to be? Every month in the Venom Gallery, we have a local artist that we showcase all month. So yeah, it's a rotating art gallery. It's pretty cool. With the store, with my kids, with everything, I don't have the time to actually put in the effort of learning the technique of, drawing. So I just really appreciate graffiti so much that I just opened up my gallery because, I really want to just showcase graffiti artists and give them a home to where they can have their own wall to put stuff up, and I want to get the awareness out that graffiti is an art and it's not just vandalism.
I was really interested in the whole catcalling thing. Growing up especially, I felt really uncomfortable wearing certain things that I did. It's I should be able to be comfortable in my own shorts, and I can't even do it. I stopped wearing shorts after a while, as stupid as that sounds. So what I'm doing is I'm doing images of females, and then on the shirts there's going to be different catcalling phrases that a lot of females get called.
But I didn't realize I was a feminist through and through, but I was doing that. The more the boys said, you can't do this, the more I had to prove them wrong that I could do this. So I had to go in and do my thing, fearless with dignity, and not come back to school and tell all the other girls I failed. Failure was not an option. So I had to go to the train yards and do my thing and come back with a success story. And they call me a feminist because this is the way I lead my life. This is the way I've always behaved and the way I act. I'm not going out as a full-fledged activist like that.
I was the only girl, and it was just so different. And then one of my friends, I hate saying this too because he was always oh, you're still the queen. I'm I'm just a person that loves to paint, and that's literally it. And I don't want to title myself anything. I don't even title myself as a graffiti artist. Really, it's more I'm just an artist, and I have many faces.
I get a grant for art education, and I work with different schools. I paint murals, I speak in schools, I do all kinds of mentoring with young people. And thanks to the internet, I get to talk to different kids, all over the world. The impact that I have on them and showing them my work and where I started, and I vandalize things, yes, but with passion and dedication, you can become a success. Most important way to support artists now, one is by setting an example and being an inspiration, because it's not easy to be a successful artist. There's a lot of hustle involved, and I think by setting an example and showing that, no, I didn't go to art school, I didn't study my ass off, I've just worked and hustling a lot and, selling myself, and that's how you do it.